Oh man, I was asleep for a while. Oh, what's this? Oh, the Stanley Parable ULTRA DELUX. Sounds like a new playthrough. Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is PunchFizz and I'm here with the Stanley Parable ULTRA DELUX. So for those of you wondering, college. That's why I was away for a few months. But regardless, well, let's get into the game and have some fun.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I see. Tell me more.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Interesting,
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push
corporate
them,
YouTubers.
and in what order.
This
is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
I see.
Stanley was happy.
Good for him. Good to be happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh?
Something that would forever change Stanley.
And what is that?
Something he would never quite forget.
I wonder.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
I see.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Yes, indeed we do. So, for those of you who do not know, Stanley Parable is a game about, well, Stanley, and choices and many endings. Now, I don't know what new endings are in this game. I know there's probably still the old ones, but
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But essentially, with this being a whole entire new game,
no matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, this area is going to keep interrupting me. Essentially, despite this being a new game, I'll be seeing the other endings, like the old ones, and the new ones, if I can find them. Hopefully I can find them. But for now, let's just do what the thing says. Ooh, what's this? Surname access. I pushed the button. It's good to be back doing some YouTube videos. I haven't done YouTube videos in a few months because of college, and, you know, it's good to be back.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know, we're starting out. I'm going to go, yeah, we're going to do left. To the left, just like that. Beyonce song? Or is it a Rihanna song? I don't know. It's either Beyonce or Rihanna. One of the two sing that song. I love looking out through the window to see the void. How beautiful.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Oh no.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I see. Ooh. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. I've worked in a I don't know what I'm saying. I've worked before and I can assure you, everything is not okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm walking. Bathroom. Oh. Normally this doesn't open that often, I remember briefly. What's in here? Oh. I got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say it's a long purse. So that's a lovely purse. Wait. Say, that's a lovely purse. Ooh, extreme bathrooms. Ooh, I can crouch. If I just hit E, I just hear keyboard. Like, there's no keyboard in front of me, but if I hit E, I can just hear the keyboard. Interesting. You got a money? Oh no, that's a piece of wood. Don't interrupt me when I'm typing on my toilet. But I wonder what this means. It has to have some sort of double meaning, I wonder. Interesting. Very interesting. Yellows.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
I'm all alone.
unraveled, Stanley wondered
No
in
one here
disbelief who
beside
orchestrated this.
me.
What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
I wonder what it could be.
2845. But of
see.
course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
You're right. Let's just start from the beginning. Nope.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I'm
Trying
not
to
twiddling my
input
thumbs.
anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Unless it's... Nope. Or...
2845.
Okay.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
It's
code
dark.
by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Let me just try that code again. Oh, no, I can't. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. 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 Button. Dun, 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 dun.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Unless I just went back up. Oh, wait, I can do that? I didn't mean to do that. I was...
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me.
Oops.
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office?
I don't know.
That's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I didn't think I could do that. Well, I think I found something new. Okay. So that means there must be something here. Something
Here we are,
somewhere.
Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still
Yes,
just
but there's a
exactly
difference
what it
now.
is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated.
Neither
It's
could I have.
that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Good to know. Wonder if I just keep going back up and down, what'll happen.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again.
For
Ladies
now.
and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I know my genius is incredible and sexy. But wait, you thought that was the end of it. But no, there's more. I'm going back up.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No.
Exactly, this
It's
isn't a
time
horror
once
game.
again to go back up
Is it?
in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it
don't know.
the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Right? Like the suspense is so good, it's so crisp, it's so clean, it's like a fried chicken bite. I gotta make sure the boss's office doesn't go anywhere. I just gotta make sure. Yep.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office.
That actually kind of scared me.
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
You're right. So how's your day going, everybody?
Okay, I'm ready.
You good?
I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Take as long as you need. I'm just gonna be right here.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I
You
have
good?
made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality.
Okay, good.
As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Well, the name is Punch, but you know what? You can call me Stanley. But unless... No. One more time.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator.
Yes.
How did I not anticipate it?
I really don't know.
Sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
I know.
I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Hey! I'm not stale. I'm not bread. The bread over there is stale, but not me. Let's go back up. Nothing to say this time?
You know what?
What?
I've just thought of something. Hold
Okay.
on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
You're damn
but
right.
the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's
right.
so precious, so fleeting.
Let's just stay here.
Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
I agree. I agree.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They
You're
want
right.
big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters?
I agree.
Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises?
Exactly.
To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you.
Oh, thank
You're
you.
the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This
Thank
is
you.
unique and different. It's
I know,
not
my
like
genius
anything else
is
out there.
scary.
You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley.
Same.
I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed
Exactly.
such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we
What's
all
that?
know it. Which is
Wait, what's
why
that?
we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know?
Oh,
People
thank
look
you.
up to
I
you.
inspire
Which is
everybody
why,
around me.
though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you. So
Oh?
that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This
really
is
don't.
the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better.
Oh.
Oh, good, we're here.
Well then, yeah, truth be told, I did not expect to get this to happen. So
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be
Whoa.
just around the corner here somewhere.
Damn. Who the hell are you? Are you the guy from that one commercial about splitting a boat in half? Oh, that's Flex Seal. That's what it's called. Who is this? Let's just go. They're all here to see me. Stanley, the man with the plan. World peace, baby.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
World's first sentient machine. Oh, hell no. Well, here I am, my loving audience. People, I can hear them.
All right, are you ready?
Wait,
I've
wait,
told
wait,
them
you-
you're going to speak a little
Okay,
bit about
okay.
the nature of surprise in storytelling. and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
I know, but this is my first time speaking.
It looks like they're ready for you.
Large, so I'm
Go
nervous.
get 'em.
Why are all these eyes on me? Interesting. Ooh, a briefcase. The 8. I know that there's some kind of significance to that 8 from the demo, but I'm just nervous. Why am I talking about all this? Here we go. Let's go knock him dead. Let's bring this oomph. Oh my goodness. Hi. Hi. How are you? Hi. Good to see you. Hi. Hi. Yeah. You like those moves? I'm here for y'all. I'm here. Oh my god, this is turning my ears. Oh, hi. Hi. Working on stage. Is that the ending? Oh my god, that was just funny. That happened. Oh, well, there's one of the new endings. I can say that for sure.
His co-workers were gone.
Yes, yes, yes. We've already been here. I'm going to go back to where I was before.
Perhaps.
Oh, there's something new here. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the bosses suffered losses, then that's what the bosses chose. I see. And I never understood what was going to be behind. Oh. I was about to say I never knew what was going to be behind these doors, but, another new path? Interesting, interesting. That's a panda with a gun. Okay. More news. New stuff. We got the new stuff. This actually isn't my elevator music. It's just shuffled over. This is the actual game. Oh my goodness. It's back to the good old days of Metroid Dread with the elevator music.
One minute, 37 seconds later.
Okay, so I guess that's just something I don't understand the full extent of yet, but elevator. Okay. Now, we're not going to do the whole, you know, going down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up thing this time. Because I think that just took a little bit. Unless it has its own ending, which I don't think can go anywhere else. Unless it does. Do you go anywhere else? I'm not going to test it. System power off. Ow. Did the game crash? I believe this is just like the main ending, because I followed everything the narrator said.
And a rising chill of uncertainty.
College?
Over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Yeah, forget other
his
people.
goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Unless I go back.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Unless I go back.
Stepped through the open door.
Nope, I can't go back. Okay. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. Why is there a parking lot? Oh, can't go
Stanley
over.
felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way right now that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, now let's do the fun endings that annoy the narrator. Okay, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Oh. You got my eye with this one.
New content?
I'm listening.
What does that mean?
I'm
New
listening.
Content.
Oh, you know what it means. I know what it means. I'm listening here. Where we going? 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 Show me the new... It's a roller coaster ride. Yay!
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable ULTRA DELUX.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable ULTRA DELUX, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable ULTRA DELUX features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Yeah. Drugs.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable ULTRA DELUX.
Let me in.
This sounds
Let me in.
delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
But there's stuff over there. There's a track that goes over there. So what if I did this? No? Okay. Let's show me the new...
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
The elevator is everything special.
Is it broken?
I don't know.
What's going on here?
I don't know.
Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we
Oh.
go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable ULTRA DELUX, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
It's a room. There are walls. The ceiling. It's all beautiful. I love it. Okay.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can jump. Can I jump outside that circle? No. Oh, it's so exciting. Oh, that was amazing. Oh, I can't jump anymore. Why must you limit me, budget? What's over here? What's over here? What's over here? I want to see all the new...
Is that it?
I don't know.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
It's more than enough for me. It was worth the
Elevator.
money.
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Just
It's
wait, just wait.
elevators
There's
and
more
jumping.
coming.
Is
There's
this
gonna be
what passes for
more.
exciting new content?
Yes.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable ULTRA DELUX, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more.
Hell
Very
yeah.
good. Yes.
Hell yeah.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready
chair.
for whatever it is.
I'm ready for the chair. What's this? Umbrella. Umbrella Academy. Keep dry. Oh, that's what that means. Never mind. Oh.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't
took
get
like
me
9
started
years.
on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new
Speaking of
content,
Twitter,
I'm
check out
afraid.
mine.
It could
For
never
nothing.
have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
But new
What do you
content.
say, friend?
New content. You can't. Oh, okay. Don't listen to me then. I'm fine. Not like I wanted to say in that room or anything. Oh. New content. New content. I hate Mondays. Huh. Yeah, I've never seen this before, even in the base game.
Psst. Stanley!
Yes.
Come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Among Us? Being sus? It's a mug. You know, I'm a real fan of this. Is this all part of the ending I was just at, or is this something completely different?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new
Okay, it's part of
Ultra
that
Deluxe
still.
content turned out to be. Well, it
Hey.
got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Hey, the
So
jumping was
I made
amazing.
something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Oh my
Just
god, what the
our
hell?
little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone.
Oh my.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Damn. This is amazing. Look at how beautiful that is. Ah, look at those high definition trees. The memory zone. Ah, I could just stay here for hours. I mean, look at that rock. That's a nice rock. I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder. Okay, anyways.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember
Hey.
back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
This is a pretty nice little room. Also, I'm pretty sure like that's a physical copy of the game, yes? I really hope they do a physical release for this game, because I would love to just have a physical version of the games. I like physical versions for some reason over digital. A trip down memory lane. Is that a vinyl? Yeah, it's a vinyl. I didn't know there was a vinyl for this game. Ooh, $1. That's a nice dollar. Smile, because it happened. Stanley Parable Alpha Test. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. I'm still getting that achievement. I'm still working on it. Still working on it. Unachievable. It's impossible to get this achievement. Yep, I never got that one. Seat. Damn. 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 Oh, look at Stanley is dead. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. I mean, yeah, it's a tough game. This is harder than any Dark Souls game that there ever was. Ooh, a chair. Damn, this is a very sturdy flower if it's not letting me by. Do I need to mute this? I may need to mute this.
Over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote,
Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing.
It was
it's
Five
no
Nights at
games at
Freddy's.
all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh, hell yeah. I would definitely sit in an elevator just for an hour. Oh, a choice. We go up or down. Ah, the original title screen. Ah, the original choice. The original remake. Wait, original remake? What do you mean? But like... Okay, I can't go down there. I had to check. Let me up. Oh, what's that? There's something up there. Person of the year, me. Anyway, selfishness aside. Yeah, physical version. Oh, I really hope they do a physical version for this. I will buy that up instantly. Crows. Just saying, if you make a physical version, it's more money in your pocket. You feel me? Not like that.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10.
And don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone,
Architectures.
to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
But without the new content, we wouldn't have this.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
What is it? Ooh, drinks. This looks like it's from Superliminal. Which I never made for this channel, I realize.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
Oh.
I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh boy. Don't think so.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
If it helps, I think you're funny. I think you're funny. I think you're cool. I think you're nice. Probably good looking too. I don't really know what the narrator looks like because he's just a disembodied voice in my head, but you know. I'm sure you look nice. Huh. Very dirty area. What's in here? Oh, more bad reviews. Oh, no, can't see in there. I want to see in there, though. Ah. Yeah, when there was new content, they really put in the new content. Oh my goodness. Do you mind? I am trying to commentate here, Thunder.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the
Let's
idea
not.
of the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
I don't...
Goodness, this is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
No.
Like I let these people down.
No.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
No, it's amazing. I would definitely 10 out of 10 buy a physical version of this game, which I'm 100% sure that they should really make and sell because I really, really want a physical version of this game. I'd love that. Oh boy, the water. Actually, boy, water. Wow. They put water in the game.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button?
Oh.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then
Seagull.
maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record.
What's in the water? What's in the water?
Of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I mean, if you're doing anything for the customer, physical version, Nintendo Switch, I would love that. Yes, please, and thank you. Huh. As much as I want to push that button, I see. I have to make sure. I have to check all my bases.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
Right.
Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up.
No.
Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this.
I'm listening.
The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably,
I want to hear what this says.
until the end of time,
I
at
kinda
which
really wanna
time
hear this.
everything all at once. So, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much, and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is.
I really wonder how long this is actually going to be,
so
but
much more than forever ago.
should I do
which is
something?
why
I don't know.
say
Should I press it? Should I not press
the
it?
story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until
Okay, so it's
inevitably,
a
we
repeat
all,
now.
until the end.
That was repeating. Hello?
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes
I
and
see.
lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in
The game wants me to push it again.
Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of
I don't want to
self-absorption,
hurt him. I
it's
don't want to
right at your
insult him.
fingertips to go poof.
I
it's
love
all
his
over.
narration.
Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be
Oh, my
honest,
goodness.
I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
Probably?
I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will
I
instantly
actually have no
run
idea who
out
runs
and
Steam.
implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not
I'm gonna take a
widely
drink of water.
abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start over. How about this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the...
Okay, yeah.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Oh, so much
It's
content I
not
missed.
unendurable by
Also,
any
what happened
means,
to the
but it's-
door?
Well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Where did
saying.
the door go?
I don't know.
Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
Yeah, what'd you do with
I don't
it?
feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort.
Aha,
or
I'm on the bucket.
Window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there?
There was.
I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm
trying.
asking you to work with me here.
I'm trying.
We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I promise.
I ain't a carpenter, I don't know either.
Do not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
So what happens if I push the button? I mean, you know, I could accidentally press it. No, I should wait. Whoa! He's still away, huh? Okay, let's just do that. Blah, 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 blah. English language difficult. Button.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
It's not my fault you haven't gotten the door.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe. I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you?
Like this?
Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh
You're
no.
back.
Why does he sound old?
I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking, and you saying nothing.
Well, I'm saying things,
Would
you just can't
think
hear
it's
me.
Exactly the same as always?
Oh, this plant's
Doesn't
dead.
that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God... Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
Okay, these negative comments really got to you, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna
I
just...
felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley.
I think he's dead. Okay. It's dark alone and I hear something that sounds like a monster. I'm pushing the button again. Ow, 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 my ears. It's that fire alarm, but oh my god, that hurts my ears.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said,
things really got into him.
entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had
Fuck
to
on the
leave
floor.
a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing.
I think I'll just
we get
leave
a
him
world
to,
where someone will say,
his
oh,
own-
should be a skip
his own
button.
talk.
You should be able to freeze step.
I know I keep checking behind this wall, but I feel like at some point there's going to be something different back here. You never know. You never know.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Well, thank you for giving me a title for this YouTube video.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Just give it a moment.
Is never the end, 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 is never
I think the end is never
end,
the end, guys.
is never the end,
And girls.
is never the
And
end.
everything in between. This is kind of a dark and depressing one, or ending. The door just had to remove itself. Yeah, it's raining through there. So something's happening in the environment, but exciting video, isn't it, guys, huh? Oh god. Told you. Called it. Called it. Called it. Well, I can't do anything over there. I see the light. I see the light. I really wish the narrator would speak. I miss him. Sure, he talked a lot, but I miss him. I love him. He's such a good person. Damn, how much time am I passing here? Okay, high plants and flora fauna. Man, I think I really, I just have to go choose a... I just had to go choose that ending, huh? I just had to look at the new content. I just had to look at the new content. What was that? Move, move, move. I don't want to... That's scary. Huh. Have I done it? Have I reached the end of it? Oh shit. Well then. I think I skipped ahead in time a little bit too much. I want to look around this building just in case there's something that ends up being here. Hello? Nope, there's nothing. Can't even go up onto it. Narrator? Are you here? Just... Okay. I need time to process that. I'm also going to end the video here because I want to keep playing this, but I feel like this is going to be a long enough video now. Thank you all for watching. I'm back for the time being, hopefully for a little while before I become a busy person again. Thank you for watching the video, and tune in next time for more Stanley Parable. Bye!